Hi, it's Fabio from Queatles and Been. For a while now, I've been wanting to do some videos in which going through the production process of the songs that you listen on the channel where I play Beatles song in the style of Queen. So we'll have a few videos where I go through the Logic project that I used to produce the song, and so that I can show you a little bit what I went through, and imagining and figuring out how to put everything together and playing all the parts, recording all the parts, and so on. Let's see if I can do this. So this is the project of the first song that I produced back in 2019, and I was just talking to a friend, chatting actually over the internet, and he knows I am a fan of Beatles and Queen, and he sent me over some files of a record called Beatles Meet Queen. You probably have heard it. And it's basically a record where a band plays Queen songs in the style of the early Beatles. I listened to that and I thought it was fun and kind of quirky, but I thought that I could have done that slightly better doing it the other way around, because I was sure that making Beatles song in the sound of Queen would have been more fun. And I remember that the first idea that came to my mind was to playing the famous guitar solo of Michelle. You know, the bye, 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 that part. I thought that solo played in the style of Brand May would have been fun. And so just right away, in 30 minutes, I just came up with this thing here. Let's see if I can play it. So I just played this and I sent it over to my friend just to to have fun. And he went, Fabio, this is great, you should do the whole song. And luckily I had the right guitar to do this thing. I already had some preset to have the Brand May sound. I had already worked on that because I had produced a record for an Italian prog band called Magia Nera. Look it up on the internet, they're great. And they asked me to produce the record, so I helped them with the sounds and recording parts. And at the time of the recording of their record, their drummer was not available, so I had to come up also with drum parts. And I had studied particularly Roger Taylor's sounds because I had my hands on the Bohemian Rhapsody multitrack. A friend of mine had it and passed it over to me, and so I could study the isolated tracks of the drum recording, the original drum recording, and I tried to use the Logic sample to get as close as I could for this band drum sound. I wanted it to sound a little bit like Roger Taylor in the 70s. So I used those presets that I already had, and it was quite a quick process. And I had already experimented with my Red Special, guitar. You will find a video called a Red Special, which is not a Brand May guitar. It's not a Red Special. It's just a modified Strat. But you will find a video about it on this channel. And so I had already all the basic elements. I had just to come up with the arrangement, and somehow I thought about the triplet feel of songs like Killer Queen. So I started with the drum part that had to sound a little bit like Killer Queen. So this is what I came up with. I added also the piano, and it was quite easy. So with Killer Queen in mind, I laid out all the rhythm part. And this is what I usually do. I just play something that goes through the whole song so that I have the structure. And in this case, it was the piano part that I played. And then I had the rhythm part. And for the rhythm part, as you can see, I used samples from Logic, but I kind of played it with my hand on the keyboard. I'm used to play with my hands using just the first octave on my keyboard, and then I tweak it and I play with the MIDI parts until I have what I need. And I remember that I wanted some part also to feel a little bit like Death on Two Legs. You know those arpeggios at the beginning of Death on Two Legs? I wanted some part to sound a little bit like that. Can you hear that? Did you get that? So that's where it comes from. And to have it even more sound like Death on Two Legs, I also added some guitar part that would slide up and down the neck. So this part here was clearly inspired by Death on Two Legs. So this is kind of something in between Death on Two Legs and Killer Queen. And what else? Well, I played lots of guitars, like in many of these projects. There is the main one, that is the first one that I came up with. This one. With lots of free band, you know, this technique to make the guitar sound very vocal, which is something that Brian May does a lot. And then I started to have fun, basically, a little bit with the harmonizing. Let's see, I came up with, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 layers here. Okay, now that I remember, there's a rhythm part that is stereo, like here. And then there is like a couple of choir parts. And then here I came up with a part, I don't know if you can see here, these 4 overdubbings, where I did something that Queen did more with vocals than with guitar, you know, the cascade thing. Listen to this. So it's a reverse cascade. Usually Queen did it from, no, I guess they did it like this, like from the top down. One holding the note and then the other ones coming after that. And so, yes, And once I had all the guitars, I started working with vocals, and as you can see, there's lots of vocals, lots of overdubbing. Let's hear it. I want you. The tricky thing here is to be able not only to sing in different registers, but to be especially very tight and precise with the timing. The tighter it is, the cooler it gets when I record these things. I want you. And yes, it sounds good. And also, you can hear, if you listen closely, I didn't cut all the clicks of the space button with which I stop the recording, because I record at my desk. So just play a record and then I play again, stop the recording. And if you can hear, I didn't cut all the clickers. It's still there, but in the final mix you cannot hear it. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, yes, nine vocals, 9 layers. Michelle Marvel. Let's hear here. My Michelle. Yeah. And every line it's recorded 3 times. You can see here basso, baritono, tenore. That means bass, baritone, and tenor in Italian. So I record every line 3 times because they will record every line 3 times. Only they were 3 of them recording 3 times. And I'm alone, so I have to do everything 9 times, basically, to obtain the same result. And so here's how it sounds in the end. Yeah. And that's it, I guess. I hope it was interesting and it was fun. I was thinking of doing this chronologically, so I will start from the first song that I produced back in the late 2019, then doing other videos for all the songs that came out in the same order they came out. But if you have questions or any kind of observation or things that you wanted to know about the little quotes that I leave here and there, just let me know in the comment. Let's see if we can do this in some interactive way. And take care, alla prossima, ciao!